Are we going? I can't tell. So, y'all, I'm back temporarily. I don't even know where to begin. But I woke up at like 1 something. It's currently 3:30 a.m. I woke up at like 1 something. I don't know what the hell. Y'all know I'm crazy. You know I ain't got them all. No disrespect to the real crazy people. I'm just, trying to describe my mental state. So I wake up and I had an urge or a desire for coffee. So I make some coffee. I take Uki outside. I'm on YouTube. I'm scrolling. I replied to a couple of messages that I had while I was asleep. And yeah, so I'm just on YouTube and my mind is just going 10,000 miles a minute. And I'm like, hold up. This is the month of April. And I was looking back at my video as to when I stated that my husband wanted to leave me because I wanted to start YouTube. So pretty much, guys, this video is just going to be an update as to what the hell's been going on. What's been going on in my life. Where I'm at now. Yeah, just an update. So I was like, dang, I never gave an update as to, are we still together? It's not a secret that, we are, because I feel like I've said some things about him since that video. Neither here nor there. So, what's going on with the Mr. and I? And I'm only doing this because I promised an update in April. He said I had until April to either make some money or it was a wrap, right? So, funny for me, I already knew immediately that when he said that, it went in one ear and out the other, right? I already knew what the gag was. I knew he was just hating. I knew he was just saying something. So I never really took him serious, right? But I pretended to respect what he was saying. I actually even stopped recording, partially because of him, because he wasn't like being supportive. He was, like not being supportive like he should have been. Just always had something negative to say. So that, on top of the schizophrenia or whatever the hell I got going on, it just all combined to where I felt defeated. Even my kids don't support me. Them needy don't support me. So I was just like, dang, like I'm the only one that, and it was very, like, I don't know. They just made me feel like this ain't worth it. Don't do it. Yada, yada, yada. So I just gave up, right? Plus, I had a lot of shit going on. As y'all know, my Lyft rides to work was crazy. $50 a day. Sometimes just $50 one way. Craziness, right? So I did end up getting a vehicle. And yeah, just, I don't know. I'm not happy about the purchase. But I'm thankful that, of course, it's not like, oh, a blessing just fell out the sky. Hell, I had to wait for my income tax to get my vehicle. But I am thankful for the vehicle that I have. It wasn't the best option. But I was thinking about, like, my grandson. I knew he was coming any day, which he actually came, 17 days early. So I did get a vehicle in time, but in hindsight, I wish I would have waited, because after we brought him home from the hospital, he hasn't even been anywhere. So yeah, we could have caught a ride home from somebody from the hospital. So there's that. My husband and I, yes, we are still together. And even if I sent him papers tomorrow, we're still going to be together. I would never do that. Or even if he sent me papers, which I wish the fuck he would. Neither here nor there. I'm just talking shit at this point. But yeah, we're still together. I don't even talk to him about YouTube. Yeah, because I feel like he's so, like, he's not supportive. But he claims, like, oh, I support everything you do. I support you. And no, the fuck you don't. Shut the fuck up, lying. You's a hater. You don't want to see me be motherfucking great. And that's just the motherfucking facts. So, yeah, I don't even talk to him about YouTube. I don't talk to him about shit I do. I actually, you know, was very forthcoming and told him that there's a lot of shit that I don't even fucking tell you, okay? Because you a motherfucking hater. And I don't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? Let me be great. Let whatever the fuck makes me feel good, you know what I'm saying? Let me have that. Damn. Because I'm fucked up. So if it's the littlest of shits, let me have that. So yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Work. Work is cool. I think for me it was just I was very frustrated with going to work. Oh, look, they have shifts available. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On the 18th. I might take that because I need some money. Oh, I can't do it. So yeah. Work is good. I think I was just overwhelmed and frustrated with the amount of money I was spending to get to work. And it was like I'm fucking hustling backwards. But I genuinely do enjoy my job. It's just, you just gotta pretend. Because you're only there a certain amount of hours a day anyway. You know what I'm saying? And really not, I don't mean to say pretend. I really mean to say, like, don't get invested. Don't get too invested. So I don't really mean to say pretend because I'm invested. But not overly invested. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I really don't care about. There's more that and it's crazy because the shit that I care about and I feel like very little people care about, which is like quality, shit like that. I don't care about what Abigail got going on. You know, it's cool to hear little stuff, and but I really don't care. Like, really, I fucking don't. Never have. You know what I'm saying? But that's the workplace drama for you. So we do, you know, I guess tend to get, you know, involved in it a little bit, but, you know, but I do have my faves. I do. There's only a couple. One guy and one girl, and that's it. So I have my faves, and that's it, yeah. But other than that, work is good. I'm tired of it. I'm still tired of clocking in and out. That's not gonna end. And I always was, you know, I would always tell my husband, please forgive me, y'all, it's 3 in the morning, so I might just be rambling and, you know, not making a little sense, but follow me. But I would always tell my husband, like, when you come home, I'm not working. Like, nigga, I'm about to be the best housewife ever. But then I know that's a lie because I don't want to wait on no man to take care of me. I want my own money, and I don't even need him to know how much money I got, how much I'm working with. But yeah, so even though I don't want to work, guys, I do love my job. Yeah, shout out to Amazon. What else I got going on? My grandson. It's so crazy to see my daughter as a mother. Like, it's fucking crazy. I'm still in the, like, shock of it all, I guess. Again, he came 17 days early, so, and it's funny because for like 2 days, y'all, for like 2 days, I do have my rings. I just realized I take them off when I shower. Because when I wash my face, I don't want to be scratching my face up and shit. But I do have them. I just realized, like, oh shit. Matter of fact, as a matter, oh, they're over there. I'm not about to do all that. For like 2 days, this girl was talking about she in pain. So, first of all, let's just start from the beginning. I was never ecstatic about her being pregnant or having a baby. I was never like geeked. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was really like a gut punch. It was a gut punch for me, right? So up until she had him, I was like, there'll be times, you know, just randomly, I'll just look at her like, what the fuck? Like, because it just put so much pressure and stress on me. Because I knew that, you know, like, hell, 2 weeks into her starting at Amazon, she had to go and leave and eventually just say, you know what, I'll come back later, because she was so sick throughout her pregnancy. Like, she was fucking throwing up during labor. It was like, what the fuck is going on? After she had him, she was throwing up. And I was just like, girl, this is just like, what the fuck? But anyhow, so her entire pregnancy, I knew that, you know, I'm gonna have to step it up. Mind you, I got a motherfucking son in prison. I got a motherfucking husband in prison. Now I got my motherfucking daughter, who had just started Amazon. Not even, what? Shit, 2 weeks later, she's pregnant and throwing up damn near every day. So yeah, so it was just a lot. On top of fucking getting to work every day. It was just a lot, guys. Like, I was really like, and thank God for everything that he does. Thank God for him carrying me, for his mercy. Because I don't even know now, thinking back, how the fuck did I make it through that shit? Like, and it all makes sense as to why I was fucking having mental breakdowns randomly, just out the blue, all the time. Anywho, so yeah, so I was never like geeked about this. However, he comes, and he's here now, and it still doesn't seem real. I don't know why. I don't know, guys. Like, why the fuck did I come on here? Because now the shit is just fucking with me all over again. Yeah. I don't know. I thought this was gonna be a good idea, but now I'm just sitting here looking like, what the fuck? Damn. Well, yeah, so I don't know where the fuck I want to go. Y'all is seeing this shit in real time that I'm fucked up. Y'all is really seeing this shit in real time, how fucked up I am. For real. For real, for real. For real, for real, for real. Damn, y'all. How about just liking this video, leaving a comment if y'all understand what the fuck is going on, because I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I'm a whole nutcase. So yeah, so I don't know if I ever told you guys, but my blood pressure, like, I had to get taken from work because my blood pressure was like just so high that it was crazy. Damn. Okay. I don't even remember what the fuck happened. So I went to the ER. They put me on some medication. I don't know what the fuck happened. Anywho, y'all. Now that I have a vehicle, I was like, bet, I can get back to the motherfucking doctor. I can get back on my pills. Because there was no way in motherfucking on earth. So thank God for carrying me through all this time. Because there was no way I was going to be lifting to work and lifting to the doctor on a whole totally different side of town. Fuck all that. I wasn't doing it. So God carried me through. Amen. Made sure that, you know, I made it thus far. So I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I actually had one a couple days ago, but life just so fucked up and I'm just so stressed out and be all over the place that I forgot that I had an appointment. The day that I called to find out when my appointment was, they was like, oh, it was yesterday. I'm like, oh, fuck. Whatever. So I go back to the doctor tomorrow to get back on my blood pressure and my cholesterol. Never have I ever considered taking medication, you know, to deal with whatever the fuck I have never been diagnosed with, but I feel crazy. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm just gonna give that to God as I've done, as he's, you know, brought me through, which, woo, if I think back now, it's like, damn, like I was going through all this shit blind. Like I don't even know how the fuck I was navigating. But he is real. Amen. Yeah, for real. So, I don't know, guys. My daughter, she was at the delivery. So so I'm all over the place. So for 2 days, my daughter was saying that she was in pain. I was just telling her, girl, go lay down. You better not have that motherfucking baby. It ain't time. Go lay down. And me not. So her reaction to the pain wasn't giving me contractions. I didn't feel that she was having contractions based on how she was reacting to her pain. She was just saying that, you know, she was in pain, but she wasn't how I would have been. I remember that shit. I went through that shit 9 motherfucking times. I never forget. But yeah, so her reaction to the pain wasn't making me feel that she was going through contractions or having contractions. So I just kept telling her, lay the fuck down, be quiet, just lay down. And I was like, give it to God. So on April 7th, I say about 7, 8 o'clock. I was damn near asleep already. So about 7, 8 o'clock, she texted me and told me that she was in pain. I said, lay down. She was like, I am. Okay, bet, just chill. Right. A couple hours later, my daughter, she sends my other daughter to tell me she's in pain. And I'm like, tell her to lay the fuck down. Like, quit moving around. Now, mind you, I'm not even ready for this to happen. Mind you, I'm like, we still got motherfucking damn near 3 weeks. You better not have that baby today. Because we ain't prepared, right? So, Lord Jesus. Now, mind you, I was getting stuff here and there, right? But just how shit happens in life, yeah, it's a reason behind it, but I don't even want to go into it because, yeah, I need a place to live, so I ain't about to say shit for real right now. So boom, so April 7th, my daughter comes, tells me, and I'm like, tell her to go to fuck sleep, lay down, whatever. So she was like, all right, right? Now, about 10, 11 o'clock maybe, because a couple hours later, I thought I heard the door, but I don't really mind that because I'm thinking somebody maybe took Uki out or somebody stepped outside to smoke or whatever. So I ain't really tripping about hearing the door. And it wasn't like a loud, you know, I just heard it and went back to sleep, whatever. So about 1 a.m., I get a phone call. Now, mind you, I'm asleep at this point. I'm in, I don't know which realm of sleep I'm in, but I'm deep sleep. So I don't hear the phone immediately. Because when I actually did answer, I saw I had a missed phone call from the same number. So I'm like, hello? And so there's a voice on the phone that was like, hey, Mom, I think Rigiana going into labor. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Because it's a number I don't have in my phone. So I'm like, who the fuck is this? So she tells me who it is. Her name is Amaya. And I'm like, I'm irritated because I'm like, you just woke me the fuck up to tell me that she's in fucking labor, and she's not because she's fucking asleep, right? So I said, who the fuck is this? And she was like, it's Amaya. I said, girl. I said, Amaya. I said, Amaya, I had 9 motherfucking kids. I said, that girl's not in labor. I was like, I'm not trying to hear that. And she was just like, okay, right? So the way that she said, okay, like, whatever, you think you know everything, Miss Know-It-All. I'm like, where is she at? And she was like, we're at the hospital. She said, we're at the hospital. I'm like, what? Lord. So when she says we're at the hospital, I sit the fuck up. Like, what? I said, she's not here? I said, what do you mean she's at the hospital? She's not down. She was like, no, she said, I said, how did she get to the hospital? She said, she got a lift. I said, what the fuck? She said, my daughter got a lift to the hospital. And that her, Amaya, she came from a whole totally different city in a lift. I'm like, oh, this is for real. Right? So I'm like, oh my God. Ugh. Now, mind you, we're in Columbus, Amaya's in Dayton. So that's about 30 minutes at least. Okay? So she got a motherfucking lift 30 minutes away to meet my daughter at the hospital, who had already called a lift to the hospital because I keep telling her to lay the fuck down. And he ain't ready yet. Go be calm. Like, oh my God. So I then instantly I sit the fuck up. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, damn, that girl. I'm like, but I'm looking like she didn't even look like she was in labor. Like, she didn't look like nothing. You know what I'm saying? She was taking that shit like a champ for real. So I'm like, oh Lord. I was like, all right. I said, well, now mind you, at this point, I feel stupid as fuck. First of all, what? She's in labor. Girl, get the fuck off my phone. You don't know what the fuck you talk about. So, oh shit. I was like, all right. I was like, well, I gotta wake up. I was like, because I wasn't ready for this. I was like, so I'm gonna have to make me some coffee. This is what I tell Maya. I gotta make me some coffee. And yeah, I'll be up there. So she was like, all right. So boom. So we hang up. I can't fucking believe this shit. Right? So then I tell my other daughter. And I'm like, yeah, your sister's at the hospital. So I'm expecting her to get up and be all like, oh shit, let's go. She like, dang, okay. So I'm like, fuck, nobody's ready for this shit. None of us was ready, right? None of us but her. She was the only one like, oh my God, I can't wait. Shut the fuck up, girl. You better let him gestate. And he gonna come with a fuck he ready. But I guess he was ready, so boom. So I eventually get to the hospital. And I don't know, about 2 something. Now, mind you, I had to be at work at 6:30. So I get there about 2 something, and I already let her know that I have to leave 4:45, 5 o'clock. I got to get the fuck up through. Because I got to go back home and, re-wake up. So, boom, so we sit in there, and it's about, okay, so Amaya was there. I get there, but my daughter's other friend was on her way when Amaya called me, right? Because they're all happy. And us over here is just like, what the fuck? So boom. Hey. Girl, I woke up drinking coffee. So I'm telling a story about when Talika was there at the delivery. But I'm talking about a lot of other shit. So if you happen to see this, oh well. But I also told me y'all don't support me, so it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. So so we were all sitting there. So it's my daughter, two of her friends, and me. So when I walk in, it's just shit is really real, right? She was about 3 centimeters. Was she 3? Or was she 1? I don't fucking know. I think she had been like 1 centimeter when she got there, but by the time I got there, she was at 3. Okay, so boom. So it's about 4:20. I ain't even lying. It's about 4:20. And I wish I knew how to insert a picture. I probably can't do it unless I'm on a laptop. On a computer. But I'm going to see if I can insert the picture. Probably won't do it. So I'm just going to stop lying because I don't know how to do it and my son probably ain't going to do it. But there's a picture of where I was sitting at opposed to where my daughter was. You can't see her friends though. So boom. So we sitting there and the motherfucking bathroom light just starts flickering. And it flickered 5 motherfucking times. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But I'm not really like, I ain't tripping because I already knew what the fuck was going on. Right? So it did like startle everybody. So when the lights flickered, I just told my daughter, I was just like, no, I didn't tell her. I said out loud, I was like, that's my daughter. And so Amaya was like, your daughter? And I'm like, yeah, my daughter. And she was like, she's so confused. She was like, your daughter? I said, Amaya, don't play my motherfucking daughter. Because Amaya knew who my daughter was. She was like, oh, your daughter. Oh, my God. And I'm like, yeah, like that was her. Right? So that was that. And then my daughter that's giving birth was like, yeah, I asked her to be here. And it was just like, oh, no wonder, right? So I wasn't surprised. It was a great surprise. Great shock. But I wasn't surprised that happened because she's always around us, right? So that was like, okay, confirmation. I go to work. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Yeah, my daughter came. I go to work. I was only at work for like 3 hours. And she made it seem like, oh, he's about to come. So I leave work, missed out on some money because they VTO'd me instead of me getting paid for my time, which was whatever. So I get to the motherfucking hospital only for him to come 10 hours later. Right? So yeah. So he's here now. That's my Royal. My little Royal. I love him so much. It's a different, it hit different with the grandkids. And it's crazy because like I found myself like immediately when he came home, like, okay, I gotta get back into mom mode, right? Because I knew she really didn't know, what to do type shit. Plus, she has to rest and all of that. So I was ready to get into mom mode, right? And he's been home since the 10th. So as of yesterday, which would have been his 6th day home, I found myself, it's funny, but it's like, yeah, I gotta play my role. I'm not the mom, right? But I was ready to be the mom. I swear to God, I was so ready. I told her, like, yes, you had him for me. Thank you so much. Going about your business. I got him. But then I'm like, no. Fuck no. I don't even want that, right? So it gave me great pleasure in, spending my time with him and then going about my business. You know what I'm saying? But for her, she was so used to me, burping him and feeding him, and she expected it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not his mama. So I love that part. Yeah. I don't know, but it's almost like, dang, like it takes me back to when I was having kids. Like, it's the best feeling in the world to be a mom. Even though we don't know what the fuck we're doing half the time, I ain't gonna say half the time, like your very first time, of course, you don't know what you're doing. Your second time, you get a little better. The third, the fourth. So by the ninth one, it's like, girl, get the fuck off my line. That girl ain't having no, she ain't in labor. But I did. I told him I felt so bad. Like, I felt so bad that I said that to her. I wanted to hug her, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to, this little girl's not about to get no kind of signs of weakness from me. You got me fucked up. I said what I said, but I did apologize to her because I was wrong. But yeah. So that's all I got for now, guys, as far as updates. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, some good things are going on in the background, I guess. For my kids. I don't know. I'm just blessed. Like, I just feel like it's just crazy how shit that happens in our lifetime. We can't change. We can't, once the shit is done, it's done. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that I could go back and change. Well, there's nothing I could have done. It was meant. It was already meant to happen like that. It was, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I don't know, man. That shit deep. That shit deep. I just feel like from 2010 up until 2017, that, well, it could have been before then. I don't know. 06. I don't know, bro. Like, this shit crazy. I just think about, like, woulda, coulda, shouldas. What if? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like had other events happened, my daughter wouldn't be gone. My son wouldn't be in prison. Yeah, like, but there's nothing I can do about it because it wasn't meant. It's not like, it is what it is. Shit crazy. And I have to learn not to let the fucking past affect me today. But that shit hard, yo. Like, ugh. Whew. I don't know. It is what it is. But I was telling my son today, I was like, I don't know if, but I told him, I said, I think we've talked about this before, which we have. I told him, I said, do you know that we pay for the sins of our mothers and fathers? Like, that shit is crazy. And I told him, like, I can't speak for your father's sins, right? Because I don't know. But the sins that I am aware of, that I have committed, that I am guilty of, like, to know that my children may or may not have to pay for that shit. I don't really feel like like, who am I though? I think I'm a great person overall. I ain't no evil spirited. I'm not, yeah. I don't consider myself to be that of, bad or evil or, I don't consider that to be me. However, what the fuck I think don't even matter. Does he feel that my sins are, that shit crazy. I don't know. But anywho, I was telling my son that, and I'm just like, damn, like, we don't know what we don't know, right? But now that but for those of us that do know, and I can't even speak for those of us, I can only speak for me. That type of shit I think about, right? It sits on my conscience. Have I wronged anyone today? Did I do anything to make a person feel a way? Like, I don't try to move in that way. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I am who the fuck I am. If I do come across, as being disrespectful or whatever the fucking case may be, there's a reason. It ain't because that's, you know what I'm saying? It don't be because of that, because I don't even move in that way. But for me specifically, like, I don't think that, my life has been so fucked up and full of evil that my kids, you know what I'm saying? But again, they got two parents. You feel me? They got two motherfucking parents. So yeah, I ain't even gonna go no further. Fuck it. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all, I'm a mess. I just went through all my videos and I made a lot of them private. I went back and, made them back public. And I was like, why would I do that? Because of the mental state I was in at the time when I did the shit. Made sense. Made all the sense in the world to do when I was in that mental state. And the mental state that I was just in, while I was going back making them public, because I didn't even realize that I had did it until I was just going through my shit. Like, hold up. I got a whole fucking list of private videos. What the fuck? What was I thinking? Oh, I was crazy. Oh. And then I'm just like, okay, so I'm making them public. And I'm like, yeah, this is only a temporary thing because my ass gonna go back and do the same old shit. But no, y'all, for real, mental health is real. Mental illness is real. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. But I feel it. I don't know. I don't trust anybody enough to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I really don't. Because people, I mean, the fake love and the fake care, that shit, it blows me. But, it be what it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned to look at it, look past it, and don't even let it affect me. Not people. I don't give a fuck about. I don't. And I'm not saying it in a mean-spirited way. I'm just saying, like, I don't got time for that. I see people for who they are. I accept them for who they are, and now I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If I choose to deal with you, I'm going to deal with you. If I don't, I don't. But at the end of the day, it ain't no, it ain't no hate. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I see it for what it is. And I'm a motherfucker, too. Don't get it twisted. But, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Where the fuck am I going with this? I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all an update. Because I was up. I don't even know what time I went to sleep. But I was sleeping good. And I'm starting to get that grandma look. My skin's starting to sag a little more. What I'm going to do? What I'm going to do, y'all? I'm a grandma. Oh, my gosh. I'm a grandma. I thought I was ready, but I'm not. But he's here, so I got to be. And, yeah. Yeah. Mr. Gordon. Mr. Sampson. Who else? Who else? I think it was just those two. They're awesome. They're awesome. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I got. Leave a like, a comment if you too suffer from the bullshit, mental fuckery, and I can understand or don't understand. Even if you don't understand, hell, I'm trying to understand it. I don't know. But yeah. I'm gonna regret posting this shit, and I know it. Because I'm starting to even be pissed that I was on here for all this time. But yeah, it's just part of the process. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. you know, and I do. I go through my days when I don't give two fucks. Everybody can get it. I don't give a fuck. Everybody can get the same amount of bullshit. And then I got my times when it's like I'm very, very, very self-conscious, and I don't know, you know. But what I would do, what I would give to have my daughter back, y'all, it don't even make no. I was thinking about that when I was walking Uki yesterday. I was like, Lord, let's make a deal. No, for real. That's how I was feeling. But, you know, I was like, fuck it. Like, ugh. But, yeah, I still haven't seen my son yet. That was the plan. As soon as I got my vehicle, y'all, I made a scheduled a visit to go see my son. But then how shit just started unraveling. I paid rent 3 times within a week. Within 1 motherfucking week, I paid rent 3 times. And that's what fucked me up for real, because me trying to do the right thing, you know, they say I owe it, I pay it, which I had a lot going on that I really wasn't thinking, like, hold the fuck up, I already paid this shit. So when I realized that I already paid it twice, I was fucked. You feel me? I was fucked. Hence the reason my grandson wasn't fully prepared for. It was just crazy. And I wasn't even going to speak about it. I really wasn't. But I think that's some bullshit. Because I had paid rent 3 times within 1 week. And took forever to get it straightened. I'm looking at a 3-day notice after I paid it the second time. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm so fucked up, so discombobulated, that I didn't take the time to do my research. When I get that 3-day notice, I'm instantly like, oh fuck, where the fuck we gonna go? Let me pay this shit, right? And after I pay it, it's sitting on my mind like, hold the fuck up, I already paid it. So then I gotta go back through my receipts. I gotta go back through my text messages, because I'm like, I know I talked about it somewhere, right? Just paid the shit, right? Find out I'm like, man, right? So yeah. Then after they fixed it, I ended up owing $80, which no the fuck I don't. You charging me a late fee for some shit that I had already been paid. It was just crazy. So I learned. But it's weird, because I was previously paying my rent before the end of the month was over for the next month. Like, I'll pay that shit 29th, 30th, 31st, whatever, right? So that's what I had been doing. So when I paid my rent for March, I paid it at the end of February, right? It don't reflect come March 1st that, boom, it's paid. So I paid it because I forgot. It was just too much, y'all. Like, so yeah, that shit fucked me up, and I didn't appreciate that. And I was like, look, I don't got it, but thank God I got it to pay it, but I don't owe it, and I need it back. And now I can't get it back because it's just going to have to sit as a credit. So I need that money. So what the fuck? So I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really even fucked up. It's just bullshit that just be going on. I'm thankful. You know, it could be worse. But yeah, that was some bullshit. That was some straight up bullshit. Straight the fuck up. So, yet to see my son. Yeah. And here's the real gag. So I said that the vehicle that I bought was not really that wasn't the plan. I only bought it because I had to pay. Man, I only bought it because it was like, damn, this is how much I got left, and I got to get a car because my grandson about to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was crazy. So I'm really resentful towards the whole fuck up of what happened. But I'm trying to figure out a way. Car is paid for. I don't want the motherfucker at the fuck all. I don't want it. But I know I'm not going to get for it what I paid for it, which is cool, but I don't want a car payment. So I'm like, fuck, I got to stick with this bitch because I really can't afford a car payment. Because, yeah. Yeah, so that's my life, y'all. If anybody was wondering, oh well, I said it. Makes me feel better, you know? Yeah, makes me feel better. All right, y'all, I'm up out of here. I done said too motherfucking much. And I'm not checking the comments, so just leave a like. All right? Because I'm too mentally unstable to fucking deal with that shit. Love y'all. Peace out.